welcome back.
NicknLex here.
Hello, everyone.
How's it going? So tonight, tonight, so we're gonna do something very different today because we've been pretty much listening to Chicago. If you see the title, you already know what we're doing, but we've been dabbling.
Yes.
Between like the first album, the second, and like the seventh.
Very early, very Terry Kath.
Very Terry Kath. Yes, exactly. So today, it's so funny because so we went to a supermarket, right? And we were buying something for the car, and suddenly I hear and they were like playing these little clips.
Random clips
like
of songs, just
15
random.
seconds, literally 15-second clips.
I don't know if they were
songs.
testing their sound system or what, but it was very odd. Also, very random choice of music, like 90s.
70s,
like
60s,
random.
2000s. So suddenly a song comes on and I'm like, sounds very good. And I'm like,
you said,
what is that? Is that Chicago? But only because of the voice, only because of that very unique voice, right? From Chicago, the singer. Now, right now, I don't remember his name. So you can put that in the comments. But and then Alexia said, pull up your phone.
Because I'm like, they're gonna take it off.
Yeah.
Like they're just.
It's like literally after 5 seconds, she's like,
through songs.
like check with your phone, but hurry. And I'm like, Google and then like to recognize the song. And yes, it's Chicago. So it's that song what we're gonna do right now. So this is shockingly Chicago 17.
Yes.
But only 1984. So imagine they already had 17 albums.
That is so crazy. And I love that all of their albums, I mean, I don't know if all of them, but they're just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 17.
Yeah.
Okay, so Peter Cetera is the vocalist. And yeah, I don't know what else has changed.
And yes,
I wanted
and
to see if
we
there were
are
other
aware
names.
that this is going to be a very different Chicago from the
Yes.
one that we love
Yes.
and appreciate. But I just don't want to, I don't want to put any
Yeah.
I just want to
we don't want to limit ourselves.
Exactly.
And look, it says the success of the music videos for Stay the Night, You're the Inspiration, and Hard Habit to Break on MTV propelled Chicago 17 to achieve the RIAA certification of 6 times platinum. The album received 3 Grammy Awards.
Wow. Well, obviously commercially more successful. But it doesn't mean that it's better, right? All right.
Okay.
So we will do, as you can see in the title, Hard Habit to Break. But if you want to listen to the Inspiration, which is the biggest success on this album, let us know and we'll do it. Okay?
Yes.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready for some Chicago. Amazing how long their career was, how many albums. Yes.
We just saw a 2024 Christmas record.
Yes.
And Alexia
I'm
was
very
like,
excited about that. I'm like, finally, I don't have to listen to Mariah Carey another year. So this will be great. This will be a great Christmas because now we have
Chicago
actual
Christmas.
like good Christmas music.
You let us know if it's
listen to.
worth it. All right.
So yeah, let's do it. Hard
1,
Habit to Break.
2, 3. Talking about Christmas music.
I guess I thought you'd be here forever. Another illusion I chose to create. You don't know what you got until it's gone. And I found out a little too late. I was acting as if you were lucky to have me, doing you a favor. I hardly knew you, but then you were gone, and the hour was on. Had no idea how much I cared. Now being without
different. That's
Found
good.
someone else. You had every reason. No, I can't blame you for running to people together, but living alone. I was spreading my love too thin. After all of these years,
That was
I'm still trying to
straight up.
do much better. Say that it just takes time. Deep in the night, it's an endless fight. I can't get you out of my mind. Now being without you takes a lot of getting used to. To learn to live with it. But I don't want to. Being without you is all a big mistake. Instead of getting it easier, it's the hardest thing to take. I'm addicted to you, babe. You're a hard habit to break. Being without you takes a lot of getting used to. She learned to live with it. I don't want to. Being without you is all a big mistake. Instead of getting it easier, it's the hardest thing to take. I'm addicted to you. You're a habit to break. Such a habit to break. I'm addicted to you. You're a habit to break. Such a habit to break. I'm addicted to you, baby.
Wow, what a different band.
What a change.
But you know what?
Still good.
I really like it.
Yeah.
It's like, but I'm happy that I know where Chicago comes from.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I like that. I'm sure a lot of people heard this and were like, okay, it's over. But I'm sure there's a lot of people who only know this, and if you play them their early stuff, they would be like, what's this?
Mm-hmm.
Because they're not into jazz. And I know why. I'm sure they did this change because
It's, for
They re-
example, my
they were-
mom, she really likes Chicago. Like, and now I can see why. Because now it's like, this is what she knows. This is
Yeah.
what she was listening to, you know? And my mom, she was born in 68, so she was,
too young to listen to that.
Yeah, too young to listen to the old stuff. Like, grew up with this stuff.
Yeah.
And this is
But
nice.
I mean-
It's girly, romantic. Like, it reminds me of like REO Speedwagon.
Yeah,
and
this reminded me of so much music. Even like, have you ever heard? I mean, you've heard Rocky, right?
Uh-huh.
Rocky. There's this composer, and he's Italian. He's really famous because he did Transformers and Rocky, and he has that really synthy way of building up like orchestra.
Uh-huh.
And it reminded me of that. Like, I wish I remember his name. But what I love that they did add, you know, first of all, the two voices are amazing.
Yep.
And yes, it reminded me of that kind of like band REO, Speedwagon, those bands in that 80s, you know, that like, what's the other guy we listened to? Chris
Christopher Cross.
That kind of vibe, you know. Even like, I don't know, maybe Mike, you know, Michael McDonald, like that kind of vibe. But then when the sax kicked in, and obviously, I mean, to compare those with the old Chicago is like a travesty, because it's like, what, 5 seconds of sax, then the guitar kicks in,
some violins,
but I mean,
in
it's
there.
still so good. It's still like, musically, it's still so rich, and that's why I know this must have been a hit.
Yes,
Like, oh my lord,
I could see this like being the breakup song, you know, like when you broke up with someone and you regretted it, or someone broke up with you, like it's the hardest thing is letting go. And like, these are real things, and they're real feelings, and they're very well put together in this song. And for that time, it's had the keys and very 80s.
But I really like that I could listen to this, like, just like I could listen to their first album and stuff all day. I could listen to this too, because it's still very good compared to other music.
Of course.
It's still like, it has that orchestra, you know, that kicked in. Very cool. Like, and then
it had like hints, sprinkles.
So it had like, I really like this, but I can see how people that listen to the first Chicago were like, I'm done.
Yeah.
But then I can see people who were like enamored by this.
Different types of people, but yes, I mean, it's smart because you already got one group, and then now you're getting prog, another group, and that's okay, you know, like they say, everyone's got to eat, so you know. And there were so many band members in this band too, that there's a lot of mouths to feed. But no, honestly, I also enjoyed it. It's very different, and I do like, there's another band that I'm thinking of, REO Speedwagon, and there's another one, but I'm a fan of that music.
But
you
it
know,
sounded
the
like
cheese,
that. Like,
I like it. I really do enjoy it, and it is very 80s, and it's not a bad thing. Obviously, I can see the shock to the fans, but at least it's still good stuff. Like you said, it's not like, you know.
No, I mean, no, this is very good. It reminded me of literally, like, the music that came out in the 80s, like Danger Zone, you know. I mean, before that, he was also producing like some really crazy, beautiful jazz fusion, you know. Yeah. And then he comes out with a you know. Yes. So I mean, it is what it is, you know. Yes. You just go with the times, and I'm sure Chicago concerts. I don't know if they're still on the road. I'm sure they are. There must have been so many different changes of musicians. But I'm sure they play this still, you know, just they have to. Even when we went to see the band, what was it called? The ones that played Mr. Roboto, da da da. Four letters.
Foreigner. Oh no, Styx.
Styx. So that's the only song that I had actually heard in my life. Mr. Roboto. I didn't know it was Styx, but that's the only one, and everybody hates this song. Yeah. Who's a real Styx fan. Of course. They hate that song. Yeah. Even Lee was like, oh, I hate that song. Yeah. But then there's people that don't know about Styx. They only know that
they were
song.
only there for that song.
Yeah. And they were like, oh my God, they played the best. And that's literally the last song they played for the encore. So that's like, we have to play this damn song because it's so famous. It put us on the map, basically. Because nobody listens to prog, you know, on the radio. Sadly. So it is what it is. Yeah. But there's something you wanted to say?
No, I was looking for this other band. I went on Spotify and I put REO Speedwagon, and it's not coming to me. But
Cheap Trick,
yes. And look, Chicago's there. So I put REO Speedwagon, and then fans also like Chicago, Foreigner, Heart, Don Henley, Styx, John Mellencamp,
even
Huey Lewis
Asia.
and the News. Like, this is all Whitesnake. But because some of these bands had several eras, so I'm sure if we also go to
Def Leppard.
Yeah, Def Leppard.
Rod Stewart. Yeah, it's all the same kind of like 80s like.
Yeah. But this was great. I'm happy we did this. I'm curious now to listen to You're the Inspiration. If you guys want us to do that song, please leave it in the comments, and we'll try to get around to it. But let us know what you thought about this song. Is this when they changed? Had they already been changed? Because for us, it's the huge change now. But this was Chicago 17. Maybe they changed at 9 or something, you know? So let us know. And if this song means anything to you, if it helped you go through a breakup or anything, leave that in the comments too. We love hearing from you guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, subscribe. We would love to see you all in the next one.
Thank you, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.